let's start with you and shut this thing down. Double for you today. How much does this club this year need you to be that kind of force or impact on the glass?
Yeah, I think. I mean, all of us can rebound. Obviously, Jay can go in there and grab rebounds, Vess, London. But just with a couple guys getting banged up, I felt like this was an opportunity for me to just go in there and just try to grab as many as I could, especially try to get some offensive rebounds, keep possessions going.
You know, it's coming to question about the injuries. You guys lost another guy today. How, I don't know, I guess it seems like it's normal at this point with losing a guy here, losing a guy there. This doesn't seem like it's anything unexpected.
Yeah, obviously it's adversity that we're going to just fight through. Just got to be there for our guys who are down, try to help them in any way we can, but then the guys who we got just got to come in every day, keep working hard, step up into the filling some shoes. Yeah.
How did you guys finish this one off, Jay? It was kind of a 10-point game most of the way, and you guys found a burst late. What went into pulling away?
I think we locked in on transition defense. They were getting a couple buckets early in the second half because we weren't really matching up or talking, but coach made an emphasis on timeout, and we got more stops.
You just mentioned they scored a lot of transition early on in the second half, but you guys ended up the second half with 8 total steals just in the second half alone. What sort of went in during those media timeouts to up the ante on defense for you guys in order for you to bring up so many steals?
Having high hands and communicating more. I think they run a lot of back actions, ball screens, and we like to switch a lot. So just keep talking a lot, and we can really make some things happen on defense.
For both you guys, what was it like there was a period there late first half. You had all the young guys out there once, so I think it was a nice run there. All those guys made plays in that stretch. What do you guys think or feel when you see all those young guys kind of come together and have moments like that?
Like we know we can do it. We've seen them before in practice. We see them every single day working hard. So I think it's just a confidence thing for them. I mean, once they get it in their minds that they just got to go out there and play basketball like they've been playing their whole lives, it just gets a little bit easier. But it's definitely good to see those guys come in and just play hard and bring us some energy.
Jay, was this team off in any way with no Jordan available this afternoon? And if so, what did you guys do to get around knowing he wasn't going to play?
Well, we only hit 9 threes. Maybe JD will hit about 6 of them, but I thought we did. I thought we played pretty well without him. Guys stepped up. Mason played 27 minutes, stepped up, had 8 boards. Nate played some great minutes when he was in. You know, guys stepped up. We got another man down, and just more opportunity for another guy.
Ben, you've been struggling recently from beyond the arc. How key were those 3 3-pointers from just confidence level?
Yeah, they just haven't been falling lately. Just staying in the gym, getting extra shots up. I know when Jay passes me the ball, I know he wants me to shoot it when I'm open. So it's just going out there and having confidence. That's really all it is. But to see some go through it, it obviously felt pretty good.
Can either one of you guys describe how you guys have become synced up a little bit? We saw that sequence in the second half, you know, the no look to Ben for a 3 in the corner, next possession, the go back and forth for the fast break layup. That seemed to kind of sum up the way you two have really gelled together. Either one of you or both of you describe how that relationship's blossomed on the floor.
Well, last year, like, each of our positions left, his Jason Carter and my TK, and you know, we just had to step up, and we've talked a lot about it, and we still got a long way to go. Still got 20 more games, but yeah, we'll keep going.
You kind of see that the same way, Ben?
Yeah, obviously just living together, working out together, everything like that. But yeah, just a lot of room for improvement for both of us, and just as a duo, just to keep working harder, finding new ways to help each other on the court is definitely something that we're looking to do.
And you guys kind of assumed that leadership role. You know, this team's so young, or this team has so many new faces. It was going to be on you two or nobody to kind of lead the way.
Yeah, just with so many young guys, it's kind of weird to look at two sophomores as like leadership, the elder guys. But I think Jay's done a phenomenal job stepping into that, and I've been trying to contribute my leadership too. But yeah, that's something that we got to keep doing with these young guys.
Do you feel like old sophomores, Jay?
I guess we're still learning ourselves, and Coach Bowles is a great coach. He helps us along the way, and he emphasizes that we lead in every way. So every day we're learning, and we'll continue to get better.
You guys have any thoughts about what you're going to do over the next, I don't know, 8 to 10 days? You kind of got a break here, and you got finals you got to get through. How are the two of you approaching this next little chunk of the schedule?
We got to recover, have some good practices. We got Purdue next. Yeah, got Purdue next. You got to prepare hard for them and keep resting your bodies.
And along with that, got to get ready for these finals. Got to knock them out of the park.
You guys got full loads? Is this relatively okay?
Not too bad.
It's Groundhog Day, Jeff.
Another win, you're right.
Another win, so that's right. Can you tell us anything about Nolan Foster?
I think the good thing is, he's not on crutches. I haven't talked to our doctor yet, and so I thought that was a positive that he was walking around in a boot. So we'll kind of see where he's at tomorrow and figure things out.
Was it, would you call it foot, ankle, when a knee,
Yeah,
or anything like that?
I just know he rolled his ankle. I have no idea if it's foot or ankle.
Could you, the thing that stood out to me about today is the way you're two sophomores, and it's been this way all the season long, but short bench, big bench, doesn't matter. Those two guys are going to lead the way, and they did it again today. And you've talked about those two so much already, but again, in tough circumstances, Jay Preston and Ben Vanderplas are kind of doing what you needed them to do.
Yeah, I think for two sophomores, like you said, I mean those guys are two of our main pieces, and if you look at them, both of them last year as opposed to this year, they both played different roles, and I think that's probably been the neatest thing is the evolution of their roles. Them accepting it. Both are starting to become better leaders, vocally. Jay Preston in the last probably week has been the most vocal, off the floor in the huddles in the locker room than he's been in a while practice. And that's what we need out of those guys. And, when you can consistently count on those two, it helps everything.
Coach Mason McMurray getting his start today, had 5 points, was great with rebounds, especially getting second chance points. What was your overall opinion on the way he played today for his first start?
Yeah, I thought he played really well. I think he played within himself, which is big. Sometimes when you get a situation or opportunity, you try to do too much to try to, prove. But I thought he did a great job of playing within himself. And, the one thing with Mason, you're going to get his energy. He's going to be flying around. He might not make the right plays sometimes, but he's going to play hard. He's going to try to do the right thing for you. And he works hard. He had been struggling shooting the basketball the first 9 games, and I think what he hit tonight, 1 for 4. But they got some good looks. But his 8 rebounds were huge. 3 offensive rebounds, and he just created a good energy for us.
I think the bigger number for him is the turnover thing, where he can kind of get out of control and get outside himself.
Yeah, I think that goes back to playing within himself, not trying to do too much. And, last game, he would try to drive in the gap and, maybe 2 dribbles behind, to the left and then behind his back, as opposed to just catching it and swinging the basketball, making the simple play. And, we showed him film, and, we needed him to continue to do that.
Jordan Dardis didn't play today. Is this a short-term thing with him? Is it a day-by-day thing with him? Will he be available going forward?
Yeah, he didn't practice the last few days. Tried to do some things this morning, but just didn't feel right. I don't think it's long-term. Hopefully it's not. But like I told him, I went through umpteen knee surgeries and bangs and bruises. I trust him. He knows his body better than anybody else. And it's a long year. It's a long season. It's hard to believe it's game 10, but I leave a lot of that up to him, how he feels, and I trust him.
How excited were you to see that young group of guys make a bunch of plays in a row together there late first half that kind of got you a little bit of a cushion.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job of sharing the basketball. You know, we when we do that, when we reverse the basketball, our numbers go, you know, astronomically higher. You know, we chart ball reversals, we chart post feeds, and you know, I think once we continue to do that, those guys have a great feel for each other. Sometimes when Jay Preston, you know, drives and dribbles, you know, we got to cut a little bit more because he's going to find them. But you know, it's contagious. You know, and 20, you know, assists on 30 baskets. You know, I was really pleased with that.
Team has been banged up all season, but losing Nolan and Jordan makes you guys even shorter-handed off the bench. Just what does that speak to the toughness of the guys who are still healthy and out there battling?
Yeah, it's tough because you don't, you know, it's who we have, and I think we have 8 scholarship players dressed, and then when Nolan went down, we had 7 scholarship players with 2 walk-ons with John and Michael. And you know, we always talk about opportunity. We always talk about being prepared, and you know, it's tough sometimes. I've been in that situation where you sit the bench and you don't play. But you know, at this level in this game, you're an ankle sprain away from, you know, an opportunity. And unfortunately, we've had, you know, too many opportunities for guys. But you know, I think you know, guys stepped up, and you know, we're going to learn from it and watch film and continue to work with those guys that don't get a lot of minutes and you know, continue to get better.
How important was it having Nate and Michael like ready to go off the bench?
Yeah, I think, you know, Michael, you know, I mean, those are big minutes, you know, just because, you know, London can't go 40 minutes like Jay Preston. And, you know, he came in, you know, took a shot in the corner, he missed, but he made one late. And, you know, he's a good facilitator. He does a good job in practice. And you know, we trusted him out there in the few minutes that he played, you know, in the crunch time.
You wanted Nate Springs to play more, I don't know how to describe it, but natural, to tap into his athletic ability a little more, have that show a little more when he's on the floor. Did he do that playing the 5 as opposed to a wing today?
Yeah, it's, you know, a lot of it's like who you can guard. And, you know, with Nate, you know, he jumps 12 feet. You know, it's unbelievable. And you really just wanted him to let go and just fly around and out-jump everyone for rebounds, go try to tip dunk things, go try to block every shot. And, you know, he redshirted last year, obviously, and you know, hasn't got, you know, a ton of minutes so far, you know, this year. But you know, I think moving forward, you know, he's got a great opportunity with Nolan, you know, situation that, you know, we need to continue to work with them, show them film, keep telling them what we want and what we expect out of them. And, you know, now it's a matter of, like Bill Belichick says, you know, do your job.
Injuries aside, this is your guys' 4th consecutive win. Just what's been the biggest thing overall to keep this success sustained, and what's going to be able to keep that moving forward with all?
See, I'm glad you said that. 4 wins in a row. I thought you were saying Groundhog Day. It's another win, another win, another win. Not the injuries, but I think just an everyday mentality. You know, I tell our guys all the time, don't ever get tired of preparing to win. It's hard to win, and you know, with such a young group, sometimes they don't know how to win. But we've been in battles. We've been battle tested. We've been in situations where we've, you know, lost a big lead and cut it to 1. We bend, but we don't break. And all those experiences are invaluable. And I think with our guys, you know, we just preach an everyday mentality. And I tell them, like, you know, nothing's changed. You know, we you know, the next game is the biggest game on our schedule. Doesn't matter who it is. We're not good enough to look forward. We're not good enough to not prepare to win. We're not good enough to not be the toughest team. You know, I'm not the best coach in the world, so I'm not going to out-coach anyone. So we all have to prepare the same way and put our guys in a position and you know, compete for 40 minutes. We talk about that a lot.
I suppose taking care of finals is the next big thing on slate for you guys. Anything else that you want to see happen in the next week before you have to face Purdue?
Yeah, we need to get Mr. Miyagi in here. You know, do this, like, you know, fix some guys up. But you know, we're gonna rest. You know, our guys have done a great job. November, you know, we were on the road a lot. You know, traveling, missing some class. But you know, we got some guys that are, you know, need to finish strong academically, and we'll do that this week. We'll take tomorrow off. Probably take Friday off. Tuesday, be an abbreviated practice, maybe some conditioning, some shooting, some film work, and you know, kind of get back into our normal routine. You know, heading into Tuesday's game. You know, on Saturday, Sunday, Monday.